Since we are always improving our products, it's perfectly possible that the screens vary a little bit. Try to understand the concept more than just getting disoriented because of a particular area you see in this training is not identical to yours. When you enter the program for the first time, you will be advised of an available wizard. The wizard is at the top of the screen, now highlighted in red. The wizard is very simple and self-explanatory. Just follow the instructions. We encourage you to use the program directly instead of the wizard, so you become a power user faster. Before we start our little adventure, it would be a good idea to hover your mouse on each and every button and icon to show their tooltips and learn as much as possible about their functionality. You should do this every time you enter a new area to have a general idea of the options available. Optionally, you can ignore the wizard and go directly to the Debt Reduction Analyzer area. If you opt to do that, be sure to enter your own information at left before clicking the Debt Reduction Analyzer button at the top. Once inside the Debt Reduction Analyzer area, verify that you are going to enter debts for the right person, in this case you, by looking at the top left of the screen. Also, consider reading and printing some quick instructions by clicking the Click for Instructions button at the top. We're going to enter our first debt by clicking the Add button at the top left and filling in the main fields like creditor, card, debt number, pay by date, the due date, limit or loan, minimum payment, credit financed, credit APR, cash financed, 0 in this case, and cash APR. In this case, we just added another debt, a credit card debt. In this case, we just added another debt, a car loan debt. We should notice that we fill an additional field, the Special By Date field. This field is used to indicate the end date of the debt. Also notice that the I, stand for ignore, field had been checked to the right of the I will pay field. This I, ignore field, indicates to the program that the I will pay payment should not change automatically. It should be ignored in spite of the percentage APR, which makes sense when you are paying your car, for example, and in many other cases. Now we just added another debt, a Discover Card debt. Notice in the description and other fields that this card gave us 0% interest for 18 months. That's why we filled an additional field, the Special By Date field. Also notice that the limit is $6,000, but our credit finance is only $5,000, probably because we used those $5,000 to pay higher interest rate debts, so still we have $1,000 available. Last column. Now we just added another debt to our previous Discover card by clicking the duplicate button highlighted at the top. While this debt is from the same card, is different. The APR is not 0 but 18%, and the Special By Date field is empty. Notice that I changed the budget to $1,500 since it was reported red in the previous screens, not enough budget. Now, when we click on the Analyze for Debt Reduction button, the I will pay fields change accordingly. Notice, for example, that the assigned payment for the last debt, the new discovered debt, is the minimum payment. That is because there are other debts with higher interest, so the money is allocated mostly to that one, in this case the Sears card. In this screen, we had made 2 payments to the Discover card. To do them, we had click on the A, Assign Payment button, and the payment column turns green. Also notice that we have entered the new credit balance for the last debt, $335.67, as per the card statement. Obviously, this balance is higher than the previous balance minus the payment, since it has some interest in it. The next to last balance is exactly the previous balance minus the payments, since the interest rate was 0. The payments are recorded in the notes field at the top left, highlighted. Now, you uncheck the payments you made and click the Analyze for Debt Reduction button to recalculate the I will pay fields. In other words, when you add a debt or after you pay a debt and subsequently you uncheck the payment, click the Analyze for Debt Reduction button to recalculate the I will pay fields. If you have a due debt in the next 7 days, the number 7 inside the Find button will turn red. Also, if you click on it, those due debts will be selected, so you pay them. You can pay them in your bank, highlighted at the top, or in the creditor's payment place, highlighted at the bottom. There are many other features on this screen. We encourage you to explore them by hovering your mouse on all buttons to display their tooltips and learn their functionality. To return to the main screen, click the Back button at the top right. If there are due debts in the next 7 days, the little icon inside the Debt Reduction Analyzer button, highlighted, will turn red. Click on it to select all contacts with due dates, you and maybe others you are doing. Then, click on the Debt Reduction Analyzer button to enter that area and display the appropriate debts. Use the main screen area to add unlimited contacts, creditors, providers, insurance agents, attorneys, doctors, and anyone related to your life, so you can find them handy when the need arises. You can also attach documents and more in the Notes and Documents tab. Obviously, there are many more areas that you should take advantage of. Feel free to explore those areas and use the many tool tips in most buttons to know how they work. Enjoy it. With Personal Financial Builder, you can reduce your total debt with ease, pay your mortgage faster, save thousands on total interest, pay your credit cards faster and sooner, know which debts to pay first, manage your monthly budget automatically, calculate your monthly budget with ease, manage all your creditors and providers, avoid missing payments, Control or creditors related documents. Live a controlled and healthy financial life. The end.